Football has had some of the greatest rivalries in sports history, and today we are starting a new one where we have two of the best players in the world, Kylian Mbappe and Lamine Yamal. But to find out who really is the better player, I have reset both their careers and sent them back to the Barcelona and Monaco academies, so they have to fight their way back to the top, and the first player to earn themselves 3 Ballon d'Ors wins the rivalry. But for now, the first goal for both players is to make it out of the academy and into the first team. And over in Monaco, a teenage Kylian Mbappe was already making a name for himself, as a lot of his attributes reminded the coaches of a young Cristiano Ronaldo, and with Mbappe being the top scorer of the youth academy, he quickly earned himself a call up to Monaco's first team. But over in Spain, we will see Lamine Yamal have a similar rise through the ranks of La Masia, as his incredible technical ability saw him produce many Messi-like moments, and the coaches instantly knew that they had an incredible talent on their hands, and they trusted him so much that they gave him his professional debut for the club. And while Yamal did produce some good moments this season, scoring his first senior goal for Barcelona, he only made 5 appearances the whole season and is a long way from being a starter at the club. And when you compare that to Kylian Mbappe over in France, who played 20 games for Monaco and also scored 7 times, it looks like he is currently ahead in this rivalry. And not only was Mbappe being compared to his idol Cristiano Ronaldo, but he also followed his footsteps by signing for Manchester United this season, and he believes that this is the right step in his career to one day achieve his dream of playing for Real Madrid and becoming a legend of the club just like Ronaldo. But the World Cup is also going to be taking place at the end of this season, and if Yamal wants to get called up to play for his country, he needs to get more game time, which doesn't look possible right now at Barcelona, especially with them signing one of the best right wingers in the world, Mohamed Salah. And while Yamal will never give up on his dream of becoming the best player in the world at Barcelona, he decided to go out on a 2-year loan to Borussia Dortmund, where he would get so much more playtime and come back as an even better player to fight for his place at Barca. And so far, it looks like he made the right decision, as Yamal fit in perfectly in the right wing position for Dortmund and had a great breakout season, scoring 10 goals and providing 13 assists in all competitions. And his performances earned him the Young Player of the Season award, as his team were able to win the German Cup this year ahead of Bayern Munich. And when we look over at how things have been going for Mbappe at United, we will see that he also had a great start to life at his new club, as he was able to score 17 goals in his first season and carry them to a very important 4th place finish in the league, while also being named as the PFA Young Player of the Year. And thanks to both players having a great season at their new clubs, we will see them be called up to represent their countries at this year's World Cup. But it's fair to say that Kylian Mbappe had the better tournament between the two, as even though Yamal would score 2 goals for Spain and was looking very exciting, Mbappe would show his world-class potential, as he had a great run in the tournament and scored 4 goals for France, including the winning goal in the quarterfinals to knock Yamal's Spain out of the competition. But unlike in real life, it looks like Mbappe will not be winning the World Cup as a teenager, as France will get stopped in the semi-finals by Portugal, so it looks like his dream of winning the World Cup will have to wait a little bit longer. But despite not winning the World Cup, being recognized as one of the best players in the tournament did a lot of good for Mbappe's confidence, as he continued to improve massively as a player and scored even more goals for Manchester United this season, and is slowly helping the team become contenders to win the league. But winning the Premier League is not going to be that easy, because he has to outperform the likes of Erling Haaland, who's been dominating the goal scoring charts in England for years. But if Mbappe wants to prove that he can be the best player in the world and play for Real Madrid, he has to start winning trophies. Meanwhile, over in Germany, Yamal continues to impress during his loan spell at Dortmund, and after losing to Mbappe in the World Cup quarterfinals last season, it gave him a lot of motivation to work harder and become a better player. And not only did he improve his performances, but his stats in all competitions were looking even more promising, as he was without a doubt one of the best players in Germany, and his great season was capped off with Dortmund winning back-to-back German Cups. And after a successful loan spell, Lamine Yamal made his way back to Barcelona, but this time there was no doubt that he was a first-team quality player, and the club trusted him so much that they gave him Lionel Messi's iconic number 10, which holds a lot of expectation. But on the pitch, we will see him prove that he is the future of Barcelona, as he kept on producing magical performances week in and week out, and had by far his most impressive season when he came to goal contributions. But he also won his first trophy as a Barcelona player, with the team winning the La Liga title ahead of Real Madrid, and this is only the beginning, because Yamal dreams of winning the Champions League, which is something that Barcelona have struggled to win for many years. But when we look over how Mbappe's 3rd season at United is going, we can finally see that the team is getting a lot better, as Mbappe keeps on developing into one of the most dangerous players in the world, and we will see him finally outperform Erling Haaland this season, as he was able to win the Golden Boot for the Premier League. And not only did he win his first ever trophy for United by winning the Carabao Cup, but he also did the impossible and helped United win the Premier League title for the first time since Sir Alex Ferguson left the club. And winning all those trophies gave Mbappe a lot of momentum going into this year's Euro. But although Mbappe was able to score 3 times for France in the tournament and made it to the semi-final, England would be the team to get the better of France and go on to knock them out of the competition. But with Yamal having an incredible run at the Euro and contributing to 6 goals for his country, we will see Spain make it all the way to the Euro final to face England, and in what is the biggest game of Yamal's career so far, he has a good chance to take the lead in this rivalry. And it will be Spain that will have the first real opportunity of this game. Pedri plays it over to Fabian Ruiz. Ruiz back to Pedri, and that is just side netting. Oh my goodness, that was so close. And we will see England take a shot from distance, but at the other end of the pitch, Spain were on the attack once again. The ball's with Fabian Ruiz, over to Nico Williams, and now Lamine Yamal, let's go! What a goal by Lamine Yamal to open the scoring in the Euro final. This kid is just incredible, and this is a very important lead. And we will see England respond by creating a few opportunities of their own, and they came close a few times. That's a great pass from Bellingham over to Anthony Gordon, and now it's with Watkins. He takes a shot. What a save by the keeper. But the ball's still with Saka. Come on. And yes, Spain finally get the ball away. But again, Spain were looking like the more dangerous of the two sides. Nico Williams back to Samu. Oh my god, look at the play from Spain, and that is 2-0. What a goal by Nico Williams. Spain have absolutely destroyed England in the first half, and they have a very comfortable 2-0 lead in this final. And going into halftime with a 2-goal cushion, things were looking very comfortable for Spain, but they needed to be careful of England's attack. Bellingham, oh my god, he finally finds Watkins, and he somehow misses that opportunity. Oh my goodness. And for majority of the second half, Spain were doing a very good job of keeping England quiet, while also creating a lot of opportunities at the other end. Lamine Yamal takes the corner short, and now it's Pedri with the ball. He plays it in. Oh, they take a shot away. Oh my god, there were a few lucky deflections, but Spain would not care because it's now 3-0 in this final. England again absolutely destroyed. What is going on? And things could have easily gotten worse for England, but at the same time, they were also finding spaces in the Spanish defense. Oh, Harry Kane has so much space up there. Harry Kane, it takes a shot and he gets a goal back for England. It is 3-1 now in this final with 10 minutes left. Let's see if England can do anything. Well, time was running out quickly and they had one other big opportunity in this game. Come on, can England create something? Oh, that is Cole Palmer. What a save. Come on, get the ball clear. And that will be the final attack of the game as Spain were able to beat England in the final. There we have it. What a final performance by Spain and Lamine Yamal. He's been able to win his first ever international trophy and he got a goal in this final, so it's fair to say that he had a better season than Kylian Mbappe. And after having a great tournament at the Euro as well as an incredible return to Barcelona, Lamine Yamal will win his first ever Ballon d'Or, meaning that he is officially ahead in this rivalry. And when we take a look at both players' trophy cabinet, we can see that Yamal has the clear lead. But after proving that he was the best player in the Premier League last season, Kylian Mbappe caught the attention of Real Madrid and has finally earned a move to his dream club with the goal of becoming the best player in the world. So that means for the next few seasons, we'll have an even closer battle between Mbappe and Yamal, and it will be interesting to see who comes out on top at the end of their careers. But for now, Mbappe's first season at Madrid was looking promising, as even though it took him some time to fully adapt to his new team, once he started to get in the flow of things, we could clearly see that he was one of the best players around and will be very important for Madrid moving forward. But the Ballon d'Or winner didn't look like he was slowing down, as Barcelona continued to be strong contenders in all competitions with Yamal leading the way, and we will see Barcelona once again dominate as they were the winners of this year's La Liga. And although Mbappe was able to win his first ever trophy for Real Madrid by beating Barcelona in the Copa del Rey final, Madrid will only be able to make it to the quarterfinals of the Champions League, while on the other hand Barcelona have made it all the way to the final, and Yamal now has a chance to achieve one of his biggest dreams and win the UCL for Barca. But that will not be easy as they are going to be facing Liverpool, who are now led by Vinicius Jr. And it will take over 20 minutes for the first real chance of the game. Isak down the right hand side. Oh my god, he cooks the defender. Isak still with the ball, and that is a goal to Liverpool. There have literally been no chances in this game, but Isak makes a difference and Barca need to respond quickly. And while Barca did try to create some attacks, it's fair to say that Liverpool were having the better chances. Oh, that is through to Isak. Oh, what a save. That could have been 2-0 to Liverpool. And while Barcelona were once again trying to get themselves a goal, we will see just how dangerous this Liverpool attack can be on the counter. McAllister still with the ball. Barcelona are so open, and that is 2-0. Oh my goodness, end-to-end action right there in this final. Liverpool have been absolutely amazing, and it's going to be difficult for Barcelona to come back from 2 goals down. And going into half-time, things weren't looking good for the Spanish Giants, and at the start of the second half, things will go from bad to worse. Wirtz plays it back to Isak. Now Vini and Isak are linking up well, and that's an even better pass over to Wirtz. Oh my god, it's 3-0 to Liverpool. Yo, they are absolutely toying with Barcelona right now, and I just don't know what Barca can do to get back in this game. Well, the first step for them was to try get at least one goal back. Yes, that's a good header over to Samu. And now Rafinha with the ball. Oh, finally some good play by Barcelona, and they get a goal back. I don't know why you're celebrating, you're still 2 goals down, but this is a very important goal for Barca. And only a few minutes later, Barcelona were on the attack once again. Dani Olmo. Oh my god, another great pass. Let's go. It's 3-2. This is absolutely incredible. All they need to do is to get one more to tie the game, and Barcelona are right back in this final. But to make any type of comeback, they also needed to make sure that Liverpool weren't going to get another goal. Oh, that's a good ball if it reaches Vinny. Oh man, it still falls over to Vinicius Jr. He plays it over to Wirtz. Wirtz finds Isak. Oh my god, what a save right there. Come on, they still need to defend though. Gravenberch plays it over to McAllister. Oh, you'll have to be joking. It is 4-2 now in this final. Barcelona were just on the way of making a comeback, and now they have to get 2 more goals. But unfortunately for Barcelona, we will see their defense once again crumble as they conceded yet another goal to Liverpool, and they will go on to disappointingly lose this final. Yeah, I cannot believe the final that we just witnessed, bro. This was horrible. Barcelona were absolutely destroyed in this final, and now it looks like Yamal will have to wait a bit longer to achieve his dream of winning the Champions League. And with Yamal losing the Champions League final, he wasn't able to retain his Ballon d'Or as Vinny was crowned as the winner. But this will be yet another important season in this rivalry, not only because the World Cup will be taking place, but also because Kylian Mbappe is finally starting to live up to the hype. And we will see him carry the Los Blancos by scoring over 40 goals in all competitions and help his team snatch the La Liga title away from Yamal's Barcelona. And although Barca were able to win the Spanish Super Cup and Copa del Rey, Real Madrid was still able to outperform them in the Champions League, with Mbappe scoring in every knockout round to carry Real Madrid to the Champions League final. And Mbappe will now have his chance to win his first ever UCL title, but to do that he needs to get past his former team Manchester United. And with Madrid having an in from Mbappe, we will see them start the game in the best way possible. Oh my god, Mbappe! What a start to the final! Yo, it's less than 5 minutes in and Mbappe has a goal in this Champions League final to give his team the lead against Manchester United. Let's go! And Real Madrid will have to wait until the 25th minute of the game to get another opportunity. Franco back to Mbappe. Endrick again. Oh my god, Endrick still with the ball. Can he get another goal for Real Madrid? Yes, he can. Mbappe with the assist, and that is now a 2-0 lead to Real Madrid. What a flipping attack. And this crazy domination by Real Madrid will continue as Jude Bellingham will go on to add another goal, and Manchester United were looking absolutely terrible. On the left hand side, what can he create? He plays it into Sesko, and that is headed wide. That is United's first chance this whole game, and that was a terrible header. So we will see Real Madrid go into the break with a very comfortable 3-0 lead against United, and Madrid were looking hungry for even more goals. Real Madrid on the attack once again, and now it's Franco over to Endrick. Endrick fights Mbappe. Oh my goodness, that is 2 goals for Kylian Mbappe in this final. He is just destroying the Manchester United defense and keeps on showing why he is the best player in the world. But Real Madrid also had to work hard to keep a clean sheet as United were finally creating some good opportunities. Up against Carreras, oh, the ball somehow comes back to him and he takes the shot, but that is another great save by Courtois. United are finally attacking, but it's looking a bit too late now. And with Mbappe already having 2 goals in this final, he only had one other thing in his mind. Oh, Mbappe has a chance to get his hat-trick. Kylian Mbappe, oh my goodness. I have no words for this guy. He just can't stop scoring even in the biggest stage, and it's 5-0 to Real Madrid. And Kylian Mbappe's incredible performance in this final will more than earn his team a win against Manchester United. What a dominating performance by Real Madrid. We saw Mbappe score a hat-trick in the Champions League final, and now he has achieved one of his dreams by winning the Champions League with Real Madrid, and he's well on his way to becoming a legend of this club just like his idol. But now we have to turn our focus over to international football as we have the World Cup, and on the biggest stage, 2 of the best players in the world had a lot of pressure to deliver, and with Spain being the current champions of Europe, we will see them easily make it out of the group stages with Yamal scoring in every game. However, Spain will have a disappointing end to the World Cup as they were knocked out again in the quarterfinals, but this time to Brazil, who are looking like very strong contenders. And at the same time, we had Kylian Mbappe balling out for France as he scored an incredible 7 goals in the World Cup to reach the final for the first time in his career, but to win the trophy, he has to get past Brazil, who have the current Ballon d'Or winner, Vinicius Jr. And to start off this game, we will see both teams create some decent opportunities, but just like we saw in the Champions League final, Mbappe will once again have a big influence on this game. Oh, France have a chance to counter-attack. Desiree Doué plays it over to Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe, of course he finishes. This guy just finished scoring a hat-trick in the Champions League final and kicks off the World Cup final by getting a goal, and he is the most unstoppable player in the world right now. But those celebrations wouldn't last too long, as Vinny will help his team respond straight away. Oh, here's Vinny with the ball now. Oh, he gets past the defender. He plays it through to Rodrigo. What a flipping strike. Oh my goodness, it is 1-1 in the World Cup final, and what a game we have on our hands. But despite the equalizer from Brazil, France would be the team that will look more likely to get another goal. Oh, Doué takes a shot from distance, and that is a great save by Alisson. And Mbappe will once again keep on doing his best to help his team. Oh, great skill by Mbappe to send Dembele free. Ousmane Dembele, come on, we need composure from you. Can he finish? What a strike by Dembele. It is 2-1 to France, and oh my goodness, what an assist by Kylian Mbappe as well. And that goal by Ousmane Dembele will make sure that France will have a very important lead going into halftime, and in the second, France will have a chance to double their lead. He plays it through to Desiree Doué. That is a great save by Alisson. At the same time, France had to be careful because Brazil have the current best player in the world. And now Endrick with the ball. Great pass over to Vinny. What a flipping save by the keeper. Oh my god, I thought that was going in. But the more the game went on, the more chances were falling for both sides, and France just couldn't convert their opportunities. Bradley Barcola. Oh my goodness, look at the pace from Barcola. Can this be 3? Oh, what a stop by Alisson. Here's the reason it's only 2-1 in this final. But thankfully, despite all the pressure Brazil gave to get an equalizing goal, France were able to hold on to the lead and will go on to win the World Cup final. There we have it. France have been able to beat Brazil in the World Cup final. Mbappe was directly involved with both goals for France, and this season he has just been unstoppable. And after winning the World Cup and Champions League this season, we will see Kylian Mbappe win his first ever Ballon d'Or to now tie the race at 1-1. And going into season 7, Mbappe isn't looking like slowing down, as he just kept on dominating the goal scoring charts and had by far his highest scoring season so far in his career. But Lamine Yamal wasn't going to let him have it easy, as he was also dominating for Barcelona and actually helped his team reclaim the La Liga title from Real Madrid. But the Champions League is still something Yamal is yet to win, and the same can be said again this season, as Barcelona made it through to the semi-finals but weren't able to do enough to make it through to the Champions League final. And Mbappe on the other hand was still adding trophies to his collection, as he won the Copa del Rey with Real Madrid, and his team are in contention again to win the Champions League, as they've been able to make it through to the final for the second year in a row, and this time the challenge will be to get past Bayern Munich, and it will be the German side that will have the opening chance in this final. Still Musiala with the ball, finds Luis Diaz, and now Olise with the shot, but that is a great save by Courtois. But with Bayern Munich not taking any of their first few chances, we will see Real Madrid make them pay at the other end of the pitch. Kylian Mbappe, what can he create for Real Madrid? Oh my god, there is so much space right there. Valverde, what can he do? He takes the shot and the rebound comes over to Endrick, and that is 1-0 to Real Madrid. What an attack by the team, and this is a very important lead in this final. And while Real Madrid came close to doubling the lead, Bayern Munich at the other end was searching for an equalizer. This is not what Real Madrid want to see. It's Rafael Leao down the left hand side. Remember, this guy has a lot of pace, and he plays it over to Davis. Oh, what a flipping save by Courtois. And again, Bayern Munich not taking their chance will give Real Madrid the opportunity to score again. Tchouaméni over to Franco, and now it's Endrick. Oh my goodness, the defenders are not even there. That is crazy. It is now 2-0 to Real Madrid in the final. What a goal by Endrick, and it looks like they're well on their way to winning yet another Champions League trophy. Well, that was not the case, because Bayern Munich responded straight away. Musiala plays out wide to Rafael Leao. The ball's back with Musiala now, and oh my goodness, what a strike. Right before halftime, Bayern Munich get a goal back, and now the second half is going to be a lot more interesting. And with Real Madrid only having a 1-goal lead going into the break, Bayern Munich knew that they had a chance of equalizing the game. Kimmich plays it over to André Santos. Oh my god, what a pass, and Luis Diaz makes it 2-2 in the final. This is the worst possible way Real Madrid could have started the second half, and they need to find a way to get back their lead. Well, for majority of the second half, both teams will do a very good job of remaining solid defensively until the final few minutes of the game, where Mbappe had a big chance. Oh, come on. Mbappe has a lot of space to run into. Endrick's right in front of him. What can Kylian Mbappe create? He's going all the way. Mbappe, what a save. And with Mbappe missing that opportunity right there, we'll see this game go into extra time. But even then, both teams still couldn't find a winning goal, and that means that this Champions League final will have to be decided on penalties. Okay, here we go. Kylian Mbappe is going to be taking the first penalty, and that is top bins. Let's go. And now it's Michael Olise. Come on, what a stop by Courtois, and Rodrigo has a chance to extend Real Madrid's lead right here. What a penalty, come on. And now it's Joshua Kimmich for Bayern Munich. Oh, what a save again. Endrick, come on, he can make it 3-0 right here. What a penalty by Endrick. And that means that if Courtois makes a save against Rafael Leão, Real Madrid are going to win another Champions League title. And here we go, Rafael Leão against Courtois. Oh my goodness, that was absolutely smashed in. But all Real Madrid need to do now is to finish this penalty right here, and they are going to win the Champions League. And come on, it's Jude Bellingham. Bellingham, let's go. What a penalty by Jude. And that is the win against Bayern Munich confirmed. Real Madrid absolutely bottled the lead that they had, but it doesn't matter at the end of the day because it's now Champions League number 2 for Kylian Mbappe, and he is now without a doubt a Real Madrid legend. And after yet another Champions League win, Mbappe for the second season in a row is the Ballon d'Or winner, and he is now ahead of Yamal in this rivalry. So that means that if Mbappe wins the Ballon d'Or again this season, he will be crowned as the better player. But Yamal made it clear that he still believes he is the best in the world and will do everything to prove it this season. And he was definitely back in his talk on the pitch as we witnessed Yamal become an absolutely unstoppable force this season, scoring goal after goal and also topping the assist charts. And his incredible performances will also reflect in the team trophies as Lamine Yamal was able to guide his team to yet another La Liga title. And when looking at the Champions League, Barcelona were even more impressive as they made it all the way to the UCL semi-finals. But to go through to the final, they have to get past their big rivals Real Madrid and stop them from three-peat in the competition. And this was a very tight game, with Barca having the worst possible start and conceding an early goal to Kylian Mbappe, and he was already showing why he is one of the best players in the world. But even though Real Madrid were doing a very good job of stopping the Barcelona players from creating chances, late in the second half we will see Lamine Yamal win his team a penalty and go on to finish it to not only equalize the score but to also keep his Champions League dreams alive. And with the game going into extra time, neither team was able to score again, and that means whoever wins this penalty shootout will have a chance to go on to win the Champions League. Okay, Lamine Yamal is going to take the first penalty, and that is a great pen to give Barcelona the lead. And up next is his rival Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe, oh, he sends the keeper the wrong way. And now it's Rafinha up next for Barcelona. Another great penalty, and it's 2-1 right now. But Rodrigo's up next for Real Madrid. Rodrigo, so far there have been perfect penalties. Dani Olmo up next for Barca. Dani Olmo, another great penalty. And now it's the Brazilian Endrick. Wow, what a flipping penalty, bro. That was top bins. And now can Samu convert his penalty? Of course he can. It is 4-3. Jude Bellingham is up next for Real Madrid. Bellingham. Oh, that was a terrible penalty, but the keeper didn't even save that. And now it's Frankie de Jong up next, and he also scores his penalty. Still no misses, and that means that if the keeper saves this right here, Barcelona are going to go through to the final. And it's all up to Trent Alexander-Arnold, and he scores his penalty as well. 5-5. Pedri's up next. Pedri slots it in. Pause. And once again, it is all up to Garcia. If he makes a save right here, Real Madrid are going to lose the semi-final. And now it's Valverde for Real Madrid. Oh, what a save by the keeper. Finally, someone was able to miss a penalty. And just like that, the current champions Real Madrid are out of the Champions League. And after defeating Kylian Mbappe's Real Madrid and now in the final, and Yamal will have another chance to win his first ever Champions League trophy. And to do that, he needs to get past English giants Chelsea. And this final will start with good opportunities falling to both sides. What can Lamine Yamal create? He plays over to Dani Olmo. Oh, that is wide. Oh my goodness, I thought that was going in. But not too long after, Barcelona will have another goal scoring opportunity. Pedri on the ball. He plays it back to Lamine Yamal. A couple step overs. Lamine Yamal. Oh no, the ball falls to Dani Olmo, and that is 1-0 to Barcelona. Let's go. This is the perfect start to the Champions League final, and they have a very important lead. And that goal will give Barcelona a lot of confidence as they were motivated to get even more goals. Oh, Yamal still with the ball. He plays it out wide. Oh, this is some great play. Samu over to Lamine Yamal to make it 2-0. Let's go. What a first 30 minutes Barcelona have had in this Champions League final, and Lamine Yamal gets his goal. Let's go. But surprisingly, there weren't many more chances created in the first half of this final, but the second half will once again start with Barcelona having the advantage. Yamal plays over to Dani Olmo. That is 3-0. What a start to the second half. Barcelona are absolutely dominating Chelsea right now. And it looks like after conceding 3 goals, Chelsea finally decided to start attacking. Esteval. Oh, he somehow gets through and he plays over to Osimhen, but that is an incredible save by the keeper, and Barcelona need to be careful not to concede. Well, just a few minutes later, Chelsea were on the attack once again.
João Pedro for Chelsea. A couple step overs and oh my goodness, look at the amount of space left for Victor Osimhen, and it's 2-1. This is not what Barcelona needs. They need to stay focused.
Well, Barcelona had a good response to conceding that goal because they just kept on creating chances, but somehow Sanchez was saving everything.
Dani Olmo into Bastoni. Over to Gavi. Samu! Another incredible save. Yo, Sanchez is going insane right now, bro.
And Barcelona needed Lamine Yamal to show up for the team once again.
Rafinha over to Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal gets past Hato. Still Yamal on the ball. What can he create from here? He plays over to Samu. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. What a goal by Samu. All created by Lamine Yamal. And Barcelona have their 2-goal cushion once again.
And in the last few seconds of this final, Barcelona will have another chance to get an extra goal.
Yamal. Okay, there is a bit more time for one final opportunity. Can Yamal get another goal? He plays it over to Samu. Another great save by Sanchez. We could have scored at least 6 goals. And there goes the final whistle. Barcelona have done it and have won the Champions League final. After many years of trying and failing, Lamine Yamal has finally achieved his dream of winning this title for Barcelona, just like one of his favourite players, Lionel Messi.
But the season is far from over as it is time for yet another Euro, and we will see both players have a strong start to this tournament as they once again gave their countries a very good chance to win. But things will take a quick turn when Kylian Mbappe will pick up an injury in the quarter-final against Germany and France will go on to lose that game. On the other hand though, Spain have been able to make it to their second Euro final in a row, and Yamal has a chance to win yet another international trophy as Spain are going to be facing Germany. And in the first few minutes of the game, Yamal will have a big goal scoring opportunity.
Pedri plays it over to Yamal. This is some good play from Spain. Yamal! Oh my goodness, what a save. Oh.
And literally in that same attack, Spain will have another opportunity to open the score.
Ansu Fati plays it through to Nico Williams. Can he score? Yes, this time he does. In the first 5 minutes of the final, we've seen Spain take the lead, and this is a great start to the Euro final.
And after that first goal, Spain will have all the momentum and Germany were looking shaky.
Great tackle right there from Gavi, and he plays it through to Yamal. The left back is nowhere to be seen. Lamine Yamal! Yes, there we go. What a goal by Lamine Yamal to make it 2-0 to Spain. When it comes to this competition, he just can't stop scoring.
And it looks like that goal finally woke up the German attack because they came close to scoring a few times.
What can he do? He plays over to Pavlovic. Another incredible save.
But Spain's chemistry on the attack was just incredible and Germany had no way to stop them.
Oh, but the ball falls through to Pedri. Oh, look at this play from Spain, and Lamine Yamal gets his second goal of the day. What a strike by Yamal. That is now 3-0 to Spain in the final, and Spain have a very comfortable lead.
And after that dominant display in the first half, Germany will try to get themselves a goal back in the second.
Jamal Musiala, what can he create for Spain? He plays over to Wirtz, over to Havertz. Oh, what a save by the keeper. Come on.
And again, Spain's attack was just looking unbeatable.
Pedri plays it back to Gavi. Oh my God, look at this. A hat-trick for Yamal. Of course he can score. This guy is just unstoppable. What a goal by Lamine Yamal, and Germany again absolutely destroyed.
And even though Germany were able to get a goal back to make the scores 4-1, Yamal's hat-trick in this final was enough to guide his country to yet another international trophy.
What a final performance by Lamine Yamal. He was able to score a hat-trick in the Euro final, which is absolutely insane, and this is the second time that he has won this competition.
And after yet another successful season with club and country, Lamine Yamal will win his second Ballon d'Or to once again tie with Kylian Mbappe in this rivalry. But season 9 would not be a great year for either of them, as even though they were able to win the La Liga and Spanish Super Cup respectively, neither of them did enough to win the Ballon d'Or this season, as Erling Haaland claimed the award for this year. So that means after 10 years of watching these two go from the academy to becoming the best players in the world and winning an insane amount of trophies along the way, it all comes down to this year's World Cup final, where France and Spain have been able to make it all the way. So Kylian Mbappe will be facing Lamine Yamal, and the winner of this game could very well go on to win the rivalry. And this World Cup final will waste no time getting into the action.
Look at the pace from Ousmane Dembele. Absolutely cooks Balde. Dembele plays over to Kylian Mbappe, gets past the defender. Mbappe! What a finish by Kylian Mbappe to give France the lead in the World Cup final against Spain. This is an incredible start by France, and it's only been less than 10 minutes in this final.
But Lamine Yamal will have something to say just a few minutes later.
But can Spain respond quickly? Pedri is with the ball now. Lamine Yamal is getting himself in a good position. They play it back to Olmo instead. Yamal! Oh, yo, Lamine Yamal has gone a goal back for Spain. It is 1-1. We've seen these two absolute legends score in this final.
And after that goal, France will respond by creating a few opportunities to try take the lead again.
Koundé has ran all the way from the right back position to find Barcola, and that's a great ball over to Theo Hernandez, but what to say about Unai Simon?
But at the other end of the pitch, France also had to do a lot of defending because Spain were looking dangerous.
Williams, back to Samu, another save by the keeper. Both teams are creating chances, but no one can score.
And we will see these two great sides go into the break with the score still being level, but at the start of the second half, France will have a corner opportunity.
Ousmane Dembele to take a corner for France. Lamine Yamal defends it, but that is a good save by the keeper. Oh my goodness.
And it's fair to say that France were looking more hungry to get a second goal.
Oh, Kylian Mbappe, he finds Emery, and that is a goal for France. Oh my goodness, after many chances, France finally get a goal, and it's now 2-1 to them in this final.
And straight away, we would see Lamine Yamal try create something for his team, but again, the Spanish defense was looking a little bit shaky at the back.
Ousmane Dembele, this guy has been causing problems all day. What can he create right here? He plays over the top to Zaire Emery. Emery still with the ball, and he takes a shot, but that's an easy catch.
And Spain were going to need something special to get another goal.
Nico Williams finds Gavi, over to Pedri, Lamine Yamal, back to Samu. What a save by my nan. Oh, Spain are so unlucky in this final, man.
But they knew they needed to create as many chances as possible, and France would even go on to give them an advantage.
Oh my god, Tchouameni, that is a crazy tackle. You're already on a yellow card and now he is sent off of the final. I don't know what he was thinking, but now Spain have less than 5 minutes to get an equalizer in this final.
But unfortunately for them, we will see France do a very good job of keeping possession, and Lamine Yamal Spain will go on to lose the World Cup final.
There we go, what a final we had in our hands. We had absolutely everything in this game. Goals from Lamine Yamal and Kylian Mbappe, but France were the team to come out on top in this tie, and now Mbappe has won his second World Cup trophy in his career.
And after winning the World Cup, we will see him claim the third Ballon d'Or of his career, meaning that he is officially the winner of this rivalry and the best player of our generation. And if you guys have enjoyed this video, then you would definitely enjoy this one right here. So make sure you click on it right now and make sure you subscribe.